We're so excited to have you watching this video today. We wanted to just take the PDF we created for you around the VIP Achievement System experience and just walk you through it. So Todd and I are here today to talk a little bit about our program, your role, who we are, and just kind of walk you through next steps to see if you'd be a good fit for the program.
Absolutely. So as a referral provider for the T Group, you will represent one of the most prestigious tax strategy firms in the United States, which is absolutely true. They've been around since 2013. You're going to hear about them here in a second. And this role combines high-level relationship management, strategic consulting, and revenue generation. So what the thing about this is you're going to represent, of course, a great firm, great credibility. We have almost 9,000 businesses right now enrolled within the program, and over 300,000 employees already taking advantage of this. So this is not like an idea. This is not like a hopefully this works. It already is working. You're also going to be able to engage in high-level business owners, whether they're 20 employees or more, that you'll be able to contact with authority, with confidence, and of course, be compensated for it. And then the third thing is drive substantial savings for clients. So this really is one of those win-win-win-win situations. So it's a win for you, it's a win for the T Group, our firm, it's a win for the business owner, and then it's also a win for the employees.
Yeah, so this isn't for everybody. And we've learned that through the last 7 or 8 months of running this program that we really have to be specific about who we bring on. So we want to be very specific with you, looking through who we're looking for and just really think, is this me? Okay, so we're really looking for ambitious professionals, okay, that have high level of business acumen already. So someone who wants to create multiple streams of income or build a full-time opportunity with kind of that entrepreneurial spirit. Professionals that already have strong business backgrounds who understand how to drive results and grow and scale organizations or their own organization. And then just really confident communicators, because this opportunity is a business development opportunity where you will be reaching out to business owners and making sure that you can have high-level conversations with them about the programs, which we'll review here in a moment. And also just that you're passionate about problem solving, you're a relationship builder. I'd say we're a little bit more than a business development organization. Todd and I like to call it a liaison or a concierge. You're really going to take the business owner on a journey with the TE Group. That's really white glove to make sure that they are engaging in the programs, they're jumping on calls, they're understanding the pitches, and really walking them through that process. So we're looking for people who have a genuine interest in customer engagement, in delivering solutions for businesses, and are just really skilled at fostering and creating and bringing relationships and networking relationships together. So if you're connected with business owners, if you're a motivated leader, and you know decision makers in various of industries, which we'll talk about here in a second, what are the best industries, but if that sounds like you, then you're probably going to be a really good fit for our referral partner program.
Yeah, and I'd also say someone that's really, really passionate like myself and Sarah, of course, about residual income. You know, I've been a serial entrepreneur for 24 years and I've made a lot of passive income. I've also killed for my food in the past and made, great money, millions of dollars in a lot of different industries. But I've never seen something like this where I can do something once and I can create a financial portfolio for myself and my family where I'm getting paid month after month for years because of what you're about to see and how it all works. And then also even yearly residual that actually is contracted, guaranteed for at least 3 years or more. So you're getting yearly residuals, and of course, we'll talk about the compensation, but just keep that in mind as you're kind of looking through this, because again, what's in it for you is massive.
Yeah, so let's talk about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, go ahead. No, well, the T Group is, I'm always passionate about talking with a firm because, for me, as someone that is a serial entrepreneur, an influencer, a best-selling author, and all that stuff, and been in business for a while, I want to make sure that I represent something that is at the highest level of integrity. It's not a fly-by-night, anything like that. So they've been around since 2013. It's a professional service company committed to empowering businesses to thrive with over 65 years of executive experience. And what's cool about that is what I mentioned in the beginning of this is we have almost 9,000 business owners that already said yes. So I think that's very important. And we're not really allowed to say some of the names of those companies, but they are big brands. You would definitely recognize some of our clientele. Some of them are massive. You probably see these brands almost on a day-to-day basis, just in your everyday life. And they started as a tax efficiency firm as accountants. But now we have licensed professionals all across the United States that can talk to business owners and offer them even additional health insurance for their employees. So we're talking about we're open in all 50 states. So strategic planning, strategic business consulting, financial planning and optimization, HR and benefits administration, and operational and technology solutions. So we have that, but because of things like Section 125 and because of the CARES Act of 2013 and 2015 and legislation even in 1981, and then also what happened after COVID, we kind of are in this perfect storm with three specific programs that are all different. They're completely different. One is going to be utilizing the IRS, actually. We'll get to that obviously in a second because that is an important point. The other two have nothing to do with the IRS. I'll kind of pass it to Sarah if you want to share something.
Yeah, well, I'll just say that what's so important about the TE Group is that they're really a tax strategy firm. And on top of that, they do business consulting, et cetera. But the three programs that we support, I really want to be clear about the industries. So maybe these are industries that you know business owners in. We play well in our three programs in healthcare, municipalities, manufacturing companies, technology companies, retail consumer goods companies, nonprofits. And we'll obviously, as you get to know the programs, learn more about that. I also want to just say that even though the TE Group is a smaller firm, it is majorly endorsed by some really big players. And so as you get to know us in the TE Group, we'll be able to share more publications with you, but they have been published in a plethora of places. You can actually see it on their website, like the Wall Street Times, New York Weekly. There's just tons and tons of articles about the work that they're doing. They're supported by compliance experts, which is extremely important when you're working with tax strategy, including a really important government official that's joining our team, which we can actually talk more about if we talk to you one-on-one or two-on-one, as well as having endorsements from major law firms and other places that just show that we're 100% tax compliant. So these endorsements are super important. Maybe you've heard of other wellness programs in the past, but this is what sets the TE Group and our programs apart. I'd say this plus the residual income is kind of the two things that make this such a special opportunity.
Yeah, and these partnerships are second to none. And when you actually have the IRS partnering with you, which we'll say definitely more when we speak to you on a one-on-one basis, but that's something else. I mean, when you literally have former IRS commissioners and people that have wrote the tax code of what you're about to see with the preventative care management program, and literally there for especially bigger business owners when they have anywhere from, let's say, 1,000 or more employees, this program starts at 20 or more W-2 full-time employees. So we're talking all the small businesses in America, as long as they have 20 or more, and then also all the big ones. I mean, even Starbucks, I mean, even Walmart. I mean, the sky's the limit. This is not like a 500 employee or under kind of program. That was kind of my background for 2 years doing some of the employee retention credit programs because of COVID. That has gone away. That was kind of a temporary thing. This is a long-term play for many, many years to come. So let's kind of get into it. Again, the preventative care management program, as you can read, enhances employee wellness and provides financial benefits for both employers and employees. So let me just quickly explain this in layman terms. When you book a call with John Smith, who's the CEO of any company that has at least 20 or more, he is going to talk to the T Group. Okay, a licensed professional, the call is going to be 15 minutes or 45 minutes. The 45-minute is the full presentation, but the 15 minutes could be what's the best fit for this company, not just with preventative care, but also with the two other products that you're going to see in a second. So if he says, yes, this sounds great, he's going to be able to save up to $700 per employee per year. So if somebody has 1,000 employees, they're going to be saving $700,000 a year. Now you might ask, well, how come? How is that possible? Well, we don't have time right now to share that, but they explain all that and how that's possible through legislation, through laws that passed through Congress, all the way back dating 1978 through Section 125. On top of that, whatever their employees, 1,000 employees or whatever, more or less, they're going to get 19 or more additional health insurance benefits, especially going into the new year and how important that is for 2025. Things like zero cost on their prescription drugs, an AI wellness agent that's going to help them with gut health and nutrition, almost like a dietitian that's going to help all these employees in their health and wellness strategy. And that's where you could say preventative care. As you can see, this is a program created by the IRS that helps people being prevented from going into the hospital more, And we all know that health insurance is getting worse and worse across the board in America. So this is going to enhance it. People, and me and Sarah both talk about the 3 R's: recruiting, retention, and revenue. So we're giving more revenue and they're losing this amount of money. So if this person was not contacted by you, this person would still be losing $700,000 a year without your help. And what we found astonishing is less than 1% of all business owners in America even know this even exists, even to this day, even though it's been around for almost 50 years, as far as the Section 125 is concerned. So that's what kind of blows me away, because there's millions upon millions of small and large businesses in America. If you want to add anything to that, Sarah?
No, what I will say is this is kind of the bread and butter program that we pitch as referral
Mhm.
partners. But the TE group does also offer 2 other programs. I would say this is kind of the foot in the door for most of our conversations. And then as you start to introduce business owners to the preventative care management program, they can also pitch the other 2, which we'll go through in a second. Although you can obviously have conversations about the other 2, but this is really the bread and butter program. It's also the bread and butter for you when it comes to the compensation, which we'll also talk about here shortly. So I'll just quickly fly by the other 2 programs. Obviously, you guys can read this in the PDF and you'll get to know these as you come on as a referral partner. We have so much training. We'll also talk about that in a second. So the second is the research and development program. And why this is important is it incentivizes businesses that are investing in innovation, right? So if someone is investing in, maybe it's like a technological advancement, anything that they're doing research and development on within their organization, there are eligible savings for those companies because the IRS and wants to incentivize those products, processes, and software. So this is another tax benefit that provides basically like dollar-to-dollar tax reduction based on their qualified research expenses, right? So they're probably putting dollars into the research and development. They're giving essentially pay cuts for that research and development. So think of it like when you're doing your taxes, if you're a 1099 or an entrepreneur, how you can apply for tax credit based on the things you're doing, like a home office. So it's the same thing for businesses as it relates to research and development processes and programs. And then the last one is around real estate. So if you're a company that's buying real estate, you're growing your real estate portfolio, maybe it's because your company is growing and you need to put butts and seats in different cities. This is also a program that will help with tax savings as it relates to fixated costs across your real estate and investments there. So those are the 3 programs that you'll be talking about, pitching. Of course, you'll have plenty of training to help you learn more about this. But let's get into the fun stuff, and that's the compensation model. So I'll let you get into this.
Absolutely. Well, again, just to be clear, there's 3 separate programs, and you don't have to be the expert at all 3. Just know enough to get a business owner excited to want to talk to the T group. So that really is your job description. You can be working from home, like both me and Sarah. We're working from home here. I'm looking at the ocean right here in Tampa, Florida. Like, I get to do this from home in my sweatshirt and just relax, Monday through Friday, and just really book calls and earn residual income. But the thing is, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just getting them excited to want to talk to our firm. And I'm not a licensed professional, but they are, if that makes sense. So the thing that really intrigued me about this at the beginning of 2024, when I actually started to work with this firm and was contracted by him, is like, listen, I love residual income. I've been chasing this thing for 24 years. I've been in direct sales. I've been in affiliate marketing. I've made millions per year before. I've made millions in general. I've been successful in those worlds. But honestly, there's very few things in life that have residual income. And one of them is going to be in the insurance industry. So if you have your license, selling life insurance or health insurance, you have to build a big book of business for, let's say, 10, 20 years. I actually got my start in legal insurance for 9 years. I never even saw $1 of that residual income until 9 years later. It was crazy. So this is something that you can actually start getting paid on 30 to 90 days from now. So as soon as you start getting trained, as soon as you're onboarded with the firm, you're also onboarded with us as well in the affiliate program, because I oversee this, Sarah oversees this. We work together. We're basically contracted by the firm to really lead the affiliates all across the United States and America. I mean, we have New York former Yankees, we have Pro Bowlers, we have NFL stars, we have everyday regular people too. Usually they have great contact. So what happens is once you book a call, you're going to be making $5 minimum per employee. So again, let's just give an example of 1,000 employees. I like the number 1,000. It's very clean. So you book a appointment with 1,000 employees. All of them are full time. They have to be at least 30 hours a week or more, full-time W-2s, not 1099s. It's W-2 only, has to be an American business in all 50 states, or it can be in all 50 states. So I book that appointment, boom, they like it. They go back to their staff. They hear about the former IRS commissioner working for us now on the board. They see all the endorsement letters. They know that there's zero tax liability. They have full confidence to move forward. Well, you would be making $5 times 1,000, which is $5,000 a month, which actually would start 30 to 60 days after the person signs the agreement. So there's about 9 stages. The first stage is the census. The second stage is going to be the agreement. I'm not going to get through all of it, but you're also going to have a dashboard. So on your iPad or your laptop, you'll be able to log in. You're going to be able to see every single deal that you've done, every single thing that's happening with the deal. You'll also have people at the T group that are going to be working for you. You can contact them. You're going to contact us. So it's definitely a team effort. We truly believe that we are the gold standard in the United States of America when it comes to the preventative care management program, research and development, and CFAR. Because as you're going to go deeper, as you do a deep dive, you're going to say, wow, we literally have the Michael Jordan, literally, of the IRS endorsing us. This is insane. There's going to be a line in 2025 of businesses that are going to want to join, because that's the only thing that would ever hold the business back, is they would be like, okay, you're going to save me 20 million a year. Is this legit? Is this too good to be true? Well, we really have somebody that can contact them that was a former IRS commissioner and say, absolutely, I wrote some of the tax codes. You guys can go ahead and do it. And they're like, okay, sign me up. So you'll be making $5,000 a month every single month for years to come. With the research and development, if you can save a company, let's say 500,000 per year, the T group would get 20% of that and you would get 10%. So that would be $10,000 a year. You do 10 of those deals, that'd be $100,000 a year. And that's guaranteed for the next 3 years, bare minimum. It's an actual guaranteed contract. So is there anything to add to that? Because I know obviously you're just as excited as I am about the residuals and the monthly residuals, but also the yearly residuals.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I've never seen anything like this before. We're going to get into here in a second, kind of Todd and I's background and just a little bit more about the VIP Achievement System program that really helps you build this. But having residual income that pays in perpetuity is very rare. This is honestly one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I think Todd and I are both professionals that have scoured the market looking for a really powerful entrepreneurial just activity that we can both do as a side hustle to kind of build into our purpose. So this opportunity is something that, you know, you'll get to know us a little bit better. But once we do this for a couple years, we're going to be able to be set for years to come to be able to focus on things that we believe are really our purpose. And that's what's so exciting about residual income, is being able to do something once and wake up every month with money coming into your bank account from this opportunity. So it's just something that, you know, you don't hear of often. As Todd said in the beginning, usually you have to hunt for your food. And, you know, if you're on salary, which we'll talk about here in a second, I work at a huge company and make great money, but I have to wake up every day and hustle, you know, and there's potential that I could be laid off. There's potential that, you know, that job wouldn't be around forever. And so this provides security. It's really, really exciting. And I think for us, it really gets us dreaming about what we could do in the future to help people, to really drive our purpose and just do things we want to do. And with
Absolutely.
that, you want to talk a little bit about us? I know we haven't gotten to do that yet.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just want to talk about the market, because, you know, the market trend out there is 60% of the whole stock market is going to be in the small business sector, which is 500 employees or under. So if you think about the S&P, that's 60% of just the small business in America. And I love this country. I'm a capitalist. I love America. And I feel really good actually reaching out to business owners about this, because it really saves them so much money. And going back to the 3 R's, that's going to be the 3 main pillars, is recruiting, retention, and revenue. So when, you know, you get excited about this program, of course, me and Sarah, we have looked at this and said, look, there is training involved. You know, the T group doesn't necessarily train you and develop you as a leader, as a referral provider. They have a contract, you will sign, they're going to onboard you, they're going to be of help, don't get me wrong. But me and Sarah are the trainers. Like I said, we're contracted by them to train all of the affiliates to make sure that they're doing it with compliance, they're doing it professionally. And when you book the appointment, they're going to actually show up. So we're going to do all this for you. And it's not
like it's going to take an hour and you're good to go. Like there is a lot of resources we're going to give, a lot of intellectual property that we have created just for our affiliates. So we want you to be equipped. We want you to be set up, and we also want to foster financial growth. And I think that's the most important thing is anything. And I kind of use this example because it's not similar, but it kind of has some similarities. So let's say you are passionate about real estate and you live in Miami, Florida, and you're just like, there's a huge market there. People are buying in Miami. It's been like that even since COVID. And you go to real estate school and you spend 4, 5, 6 weeks and you pass your exam and you're so happy and you're so excited. It costs you money. You probably had to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars, of course, your time. And then you're going to go solicit a provider for you, a brokerage. And guess what? You're going to have to pay them $5,000 a year, $6,000 a year, $7,000 a year, especially in Miami. It might even be $10,000 a year, or even like Selling Sunset. We saw that show on Netflix. It's like you don't just do it all for free and people are just going to pour into you and train you for years. Like you have to do that. And then you have to sell a house, right? And it could take you a year to 2 years to 3 years. So and a lot of people do it and a lot of people don't do it because it's a very hard market. 47% of all real estate agents do not sell at least one home their first year. 47%. They just came out in a national poll. So what we want to do, this is different, obviously. It's the same kind of, you're still working with a firm. You're still going to have, like me and Sarah would be like your broker. And because of our experience, and we're going to add value to you. We're going to mentor you. We're going to train you. We've already created the systems. And in fact, remember, you're not selling a house. You're not closing a deal. You're not getting your license. All of that you don't have to do. All you do need to do, though, is how to get a business owner excited professionally to talk to the T group and to take that call. And that's what the liaisons that Sarah's talking about, that we can walk alongside of you. And once that call is taken, though, it's a white glove treatment. So it's not like your job is over. You might have to do some follow-up, but they will do everything for you. So if you have a very active listener as a business owner, you don't really need to do much other than cheerlead, okay? And then until they close. And once it's closed, it's good to go. It takes 45 days to enroll, and that's what the T group does for you. So we've been doing this now all of this year. We have put in probably well over 500 employees this year, just me and Sarah and our team. We're closing big POs. We're closing universities that are world renowned. We're closing hospitals, automotive, great automotive. That's another industry that's really, really good as long as they're big enough. So Sarah, do you want to add anything to that? I know you're half of this, obviously, with your expert. You come from the top tech company on planet Earth, but you definitely have a lot of success in this and able to really help a lot of our clients succeed.
Yeah, well, obviously, we just shared a little bit about our systems, but when it comes to why Todd and I are doing this and why we should lead you is we combined have like 35 years of executive experience. Todd in the entrepreneurial world, me in the corporate space. I work in operations at #3 tech company in the world. As an executive, I've kind of climbed the corporate ladder. My expertise is really in like scaling businesses as well as providing the systems and tools that sales needs to go to market. And so like, this is right up my alley. And of course, Todd has a background in direct sales, has wrote a best-selling book. And so kind of combined, we bring a leadership to the VIP team that really helps them. We handhold everything from daily KPIs to how you reach out to people. We're really, really available for the team in a way that I haven't seen in a mentorship or coaching program before. I mean, really think of us as your like sales leaders. Like if you've ever been in a corporate company, like we help you as your leader to book these calls every step of the way. We also help with some personal and professional development as well as, because business acumen sometimes needs some sprucing up, or your strategy needs sprucing up, or your mindset just quite frankly needs sprucing up. So we really help with all of those things. We have the background and the accolades to really be executive leaders in this space. We've done a great job just taking our team from here to here, and we just keep seeing more and more growth.
Yeah, we give you massive communication. There's a Slack group, there's one-on-one coaching, there's consulting. I mean, we really call it business consulting. There's a lot to learn in the B2B. And a lot of people think, oh, I just got to go network and go to these live events. You really don't. I mean, that's great if you do, but LinkedIn is obviously there, Sales Navigator. I mean, even if you're cold market, warm market, I mean, we already created the system. So it's like a turnkey system once you actually enroll as an affiliate and get started, and also enroll as a contracted affiliate with the T group and sign a contract. So very exciting stuff. So the last thing we'll just say is you're probably watching this, okay, that sounds great. But I'm always used to the too good to be true kind of stuff. Well, kind of relating back to what I said about the real estate thing. So let's just say you passed your tax efficiency exam or whatever, or you now are, did what like a CPA did, so to speak. You definitely need to start a firm, right? If I went to law school, cool, I passed the bar, but now I need a lot of money because I need to go buy a building. I need to go find a partner. I need to go employ people, right? So similar to this, that no one works for free. And we've tried in the past before to be like, hey, let's see if we offer this for free and we give our time for free, let's see how that works. And honestly, it was a huge failure in so many different ways. Not because me and Sarah are failures, it's just because it's psychology 101. I love the quote, when you pay attention. So when you buy something, when you invest into something, you're not going to just forget it, I'm not really interested, I'll do that. You're going to actually participate. So obviously this is a relationship. We're not just going to give and not get back. We're only are looking for those people that want to add value and want to create this win-win-win-win situation 4 times over. So what we've done, though, we've made it interesting. So because my time is valuable and Sarah's time is valuable, we're not going to charge our normal fee. Like for me as an individual, I charge over $20,000 a year to be a coach, a executive performance coach for many, many years. But we don't want to do that. See, the point is we don't want to make money off people with a coaching fee or a business consulting fee. But we want to get the ball rolling and give you all of our time and resources, where that way, right away, whether it's the week later, next week, or even next month, you're positioned to start booking appointments effectively. So what we've done is, normally it was $5,000 forever, to pay, but it's $3,500 right now, but it's a rebate. Okay, so it's a business consulting fee of $3,500, which gives us the bandwidth to give you all our intellectual properties, everything that we've created for you in 2024, going into 2025. And we're able to give that to you. We're able to also get on the phone with you, onboard you, create massive success. But here's the cool thing. As soon as you book 1,500 employees total, it could be on one deal, it could be on multiple deals, but as soon as they all close, in the moment that you get paid, watch this, $7,500, because you're getting the $5 times the 1,500, that's $7,500 a month. We're going to give you back that same day that you get that paycheck, $3,500. Okay, so you're getting it rebated back to you. Now, the reason we did that is because there's a fear of loss there for you to hurry up and get the 1,500. Now, I know $3,500 forever, one time forever, is not a lot of money, but it's just enough money for you to treat it seriously. Okay, and that's why we did it. And we would love to give it back to you, because the thing is, the person that even if you're invited by another person, they're going to be making the $2, which is $3,000 a month, because it's a 2-tier affiliate marketing program. And you would have the same opportunity if you hurry up and get started now, because we are closing out our affiliate program, and Sarah can talk more about that very, very soon, because we already have about 100 affiliates total. We've already done tons of incredible things this year. But because of the former IRS commissioner and these endorsements, and even the IRS endorsing, we don't need to keep looking for people. Does that make sense? So Sarah, if you want to add to that.
I don't think there's much to add about us closing it out. We are closing it out December 30th. So it's kind of your last chance to be a part of this. But also, it's kind of a first mover's advantage at the same time. This moving into 2025, this opportunity is going to absolutely explode. Okay. So with the endorsements, with the onboarded affiliate team that we have that's going out and having conversations, with us being one of the only tax strategy firms that's really pushing this in this way with this type of wellness program, and just with the economy changing, with the election being over, there is so much ripe for opportunity here. I think 2025 is going to be absolutely fruitful, and it is just an incredible opportunity. And it's why, we are working not only all day long in our other things, but this being something that we're very passionate about and putting time and effort into. And I think just even getting to work with Todd and I and having unparalleled support, that accountability, the systems is huge. You can't do this on your own. You just can't. We've got the experience and the relationship with the TE group, and we've made all the mistakes for you. So it is very exciting. And again, kind of first mover's advantage. And again, it's just not for everybody. So we wanted to make this video for you to review. But the next step in this is we want to just chat with you. We want to make sure you're a good fit. We have learned so much by bringing on a big group of affiliates. Some do really well and some don't, right? And so now we're creating more of an interview process. So we want to make sure you're right for the role. Obviously it's December, so we want to move quickly with some urgency to just get you going as quickly as we can. But the next step is we want to talk to you. So we'll have you book a call with us. And then whoever introduced you to this program, whether it was Todd or I, or one of our other referral partners or affiliates, you just get with them to book that call. And we want to just chat with you. We want to hear about your goals. We want to ask you some questions about if you're a good fit for this, and we want to get moving quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And just think of starting a new year, 2025, when everyone's like, okay, what are my goals? They're reevaluating. My biggest question to you in closing this Zoom or whatever webinar is, do you currently have residual income in your portfolio? And I'm not talking about investments. I'm definitely not talking about Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin can go up and down in 2 seconds. That's a hobby. This right here is residual income that less than 1% of people on planet Earth even earn. And we are working with American businesses, and all they have, the only qualification is 20 employees full-time or more, but it's unlimited after 20 or more. So think about what business owners do you know? Do you know people that know business owners? Do you have a LinkedIn account? Do you have some kind of brand? Are you in that background that you can easily get the training? And again, let's just do real quick number. If you close 2,000 employees, that's $10,000 a month. Right there is what less than 1% of Americans make. $10,000 a month, or maybe let's say 2%, okay? $10,000 a month in residual income, doing something once, but you don't have to like, be Tony Robbins every month or like motivate the employee. Like once it's done, it's done. Does that make sense? So just 2,000 total close, that's 10 grand, $120,000 a year. And you can think well beyond that, okay? Well beyond that. We have deals that are closing at 30,000 with our clients that are equal to $150,000 a month, believe it or not, in residual income. So the sky's the limit, and that's only one of the 3 programs. So yeah, get back with a person. Let's have a conversation, or if I sent this to you or Sarah sent this to you, let's definitely meet, all 3 of us or all 4 of us, over the phone or Zoom. And let's, like Sarah said, let's hear your goals and let's walk you through this program. And if you're a great fit, can't wait to work with you in 2025.
Sounds good. Can't wait to talk to you.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
You left.